checking in with the Wonderful Adventures of Niles, and this is the breaking up of the ice, where we again return to Osa, the goose girl, and little Mats, who were friends of Niles when he was a kid and now shrunk down to being an elf. And they're traveling. They are traveling north. I guess, you know, they're little kids, but it's fucking hard Scrabble life. They're traveling north, and they come to a lake, and it's frozen, but it's like, oh, we're at the end of the season, and, you know, it looks thick here on the edges, and they make the gamble because it'll take them only an hour to cross versus hours and hours to go around. Little Matt's being the one who's like, let's go this way. And they go that way, but of course the ice starts to break up on them. And it's really striking how they're hearing all these boom and crash and rush sounds. And it's at the point where it's probably too late, they suddenly realize that's the breaking up of the ice. And I mean, it's going to take a long time, but luckily for them, it breaks up. But it's going to take a lot of time before it crashes and grinds and smashes together until it's nothing anymore. There's still large ice flows. Unfortunately, they're down on the ground, so they can't see how to do it. At which point, wild geese fly over them, and above all the geese cackle and stuff like that, there's somebody saying, like, go right, right to your right, left, or stand still, wait for it, and then the flows come together and they're able to jump over. And using this method, about after half an hour, they make it across. It's very kind of adventure-y, kind of that way. And they get to the other side, they have to wade onto the shore, and they're going quickly away from the lake when Osa realizes, like, oh, wait a minute, I forgot something, goes back, takes out the tiny little clog shoe that they found on the road, which we know Thimbletot accidentally dropped. Niles Thimbletot dropped as he was flying overhead with the geese, and puts it on a stone, at which point a giant white goosey gander, the friend and ride that Niles has, swoops down, grabs it, and flies back up. And so that's that very kind of little adventure. But it's like all these, like, you know, little kids. We also had beggar kids in the last chapter, which, like, you know, they ended up as charges of the state, and they've been sent. They basically get sent out to beg for food. That's like, this is a good home where they just send them out for food. They send them out to beg to make their living, which is gross. But yeah, hard Scrabble life for these little kids in Sweden. We're going to go with Sweden of this time. So yeah, that is the breaking up of the ice in the Wonderful Adventures of Niles.